Welcome to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School, where the teachers are great and every single kid is cool. Truly learn with a common goal. We are safe, respectful, and responsible. Home to math minds, some of the best readers, musicians, athletes, scholars, and web leaders. Lots happening in this wonderful place, and there's only one way to stay up to date. So if you got a case of the sandbox blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So if you got a case of the sandbox blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock news. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome back, Rock Community.
This segment will be featuring my kitty Charles, depending on how long she would like to stay. We're halfway through the week, and you know what that means.
It's time for the Shamrock News.
I'm Stella, aka DJ Parsley.
And I'm Michaela, aka Michaela.
Let's kick things off by celebrating the release of the Rowe Zine.
We are beyond overwhelmed at all the contributions to our first edition of the Rowe Zine.
After compiling the poems, recipes, photos, memes, vision boards, Minecraft videos, song lyrics, and artwork, we produced a 79-page zine.
That's amazing, and we want to thank all of the people who've contributed.
And thank you to all the people who viewed the zine.
And thank all the people who've shared the zine with their friends and family.
And of course, Fallon for curating the zine.
That's me.
If you're interested in seeing the awesome artwork your peers and teachers created,
go to your Google Classroom grade level hub
or the Rowe Middle School Big Link
and check out the October edition of the Rowe Zine.
It's gotten rave reviews so far.
One high-ranking North Clackamas School District official said, "I was mesmerized by every single page. Their words, pictures, and expressions are authentic, personal, and so incredibly priceless. I was really moved by this compilation."
Mr. Kavanaugh called it incredible. So basically 10 stars, right? Who needs Yelp when you have a 6th grade teacher?
Ms. Panyak said, "I love this. Makes me feel more connected to students and staff."
So, check out the zine and see what all the buzz is about.
If you're browsing through the zine and at any point think to yourself, wow, I want to be a part of this,
then you're in luck, because within the next couple weeks, we'll be announcing our December edition of the Rowe Zine.
Thanks again to everyone who played a part in creating and distributing the zine.
We couldn't do it without our one big team.
One big team.
One big team.
With November being Native American Heritage Month, we're going to be celebrating and showcasing some quotes from people of Native American heritage.
This week's quote comes from Chief Tecumseh.
Tecumseh was the chief of the Shawnee tribe.
Chief Tecumseh once said, "Love your life, perfect your life, beautify all things in your life. Seek to make your life long and its purpose in the service of your people."
According to the website of Touring Ohio,
Tecumseh spent most of his youth traveling across the Ohio Territory.
During these travels, he gathered an intensely loyal band of followers from different indigenous peoples and nations.
He also acquired a reputation among both whites and indigenous people as being an intelligent man and extremely fearsome.
Tecumseh united tribes across the entire country. Just think, that's a lot. To stand together in the face of the white Europeans who are stealing their land and their resources. We all want to make sure that we're doing what we can to enjoy ourselves,
while at the same time helping others in the face of injustices, struggles, and obstacles.
So as Chief Tecumseh once said, love your life, perfect your life, beautify all things in your life. Seek to make your life long in its purpose in the service of your people.
For this week's online helpful hint, we're going to show you guys some shortcuts that help you turn your camera and microphone on and off in a Google Meet.
This week's online school helpful hint relates to quick shortcuts to turning your camera on and off.
And turning your microphone off and on.
We understand that some students don't want their cameras or microphones on. This feeling occurs for a multitude of reasons.
And as much as we love to hear your voice and see your face, we respect that you may not be emotionally ready for that on certain days.
However, some of you may want to turn on when a teacher asks you a question.
Or your class is having a discussion. Here's an easy way to do that.
First, to turn your camera on and off, just use the controls Control plus E.
If you have a Chromebook or PC, just hold down Control key and then press E.
If you have a Mac computer, hold down Command and press E.
This will turn your camera on or off.
To do this with your microphone, hold down Control plus D.
If you have a MacBook computer, hold down Command and D.
This turns your microphone on so you can answer questions.
Once you've answered, just hold down Control or Command and press D again and your microphone turns off.
Yes, Ms. Perpich, the answer is 42.
So to recap, hold Control or Command on your keyboard and press E to turn your camera on and off.
Hold Control and Command on your keyboard to press D to turn your microphone on and off. Wow, these are tongue twisters kinda.
One last tip, make sure you've clicked on your Google Meets window before you press the buttons.
If you're clicked on a Google presentation, it won't work.
You need to be clicked on the Google Meets window for it to work.
Oh, I have to click over here.
That was this episode's online school helpful hints.
Yo, what's good? My name is Mr. Dix.
Oh, I'm Isaac.
And we're here. We're going to have a little conversation right now because, as some of you may know, that I am a Wisconsinite, born and raised. And so because of that, I'm a big Green Bay Packers fan. And Isaac, you are?
A 49ers fan. Pain. Yeah.
and Isaac, coming fresh off his Super Bowl loss last year, we have decided that we're going to do a little friendly fun thing right now where the Packers and 49ers play each other on Thursday. And Isaac, what have you suggested to me?
So, if the Packers beat the 49ers, I'm bald. So, I have to wear a wig for a whole week. But if the 49ers beat the Packers, then Mr. Dix has to dye his hair pink.
We're going pink. Okay. I could do pink. I thought we were going to do green and gold for green and gold. But okay, I'll dye my hair pink. How about this? You ain't got to wear a wig for a week. How about we just do a wig for one Shamrock News segment?
Okay.
So it's Shamrock News segment. You rock a wig. If the Packers win, you rock a wig for a Shamrock News segment. If the Niners win, what do I do?
You have to dye your hair pink.
I can mess with that. I ran it past Miss Welker. She said it was okay. All right.
Always got to check with the wife.
So that's the deal. No points or anything like that. It's just straight up. Whoever wins, that's how it works?
Yep.
All right, here we go. High five to the camera. High five. Boom. All right, that is the deal. Thursday night. You will see it tomorrow. Packers 49ers. Isaac and I are making a little friendly fun wager right there. I may next time you see me, I may have pink hair. Next time you see Isaac, he might be in a wig.
Yep.
The Distance Learning Distance Running Club is hosting a November workout challenge. If you'd like to participate, you should totally join.
For the month of November, the Distance Learning Club will be holding a workout challenge.
Staff, students, and family members who've joined this Distance Running Club will be combining their efforts to see how many total points they can earn as a team.
Mr. Dix and Mr. Hayes have gone through and given different workouts different points.
Run 1 mile? Congrats, you just earned your team 10 points.
Ride your bike 1 mile? You just earned the team 6 points.
Push-ups are worth points.
Walking is worth points.
Playing outside, wall sits, rollerblading, skateboarding, basketball, football, etc. are all worth points.
And because we want to make sure that we are taking care of our mind as well as our body, reading and chess and yoga and stretching and meditation are also worth points.
We want to encourage people to get away from your screens and go out and exercise.
As exercise can be good for the body and the mind.
In fact, you can even earn points for doing chores around the house.
If you'd like to participate in the challenge, you just need to join the Distance Running Club.
You can contact Mr. Dix and Mr. Hayes on how to do that.
Or go to Boys and Girls Club's website
and fill out the Distance Running form.
We're going to try to hit 10,000 total points as a team, and we're going to keep track of our points using the forms that we have in the Distance Running Club Google Classroom.
Come and work out with us and help us rack up points.
Anyways, I'm off.
The following students have been chosen for the first round of Student of the Month for the 2020-2021 school year. Congratulations and thank you for showing perseverance, kindness, and having a positive impact in our community. AJ Brown, Alex Brown, Anza Schmidt, Aston Parks, Chloe Clausen, Gilbert Eckert, Gina Geske, Giselle Burgos Flores, Gustavo Barraza, Isaac Ezequiel Martinez, Jack Obermiller, Jayana Skelly, Jess Lorenzana, Jesus Sanchez Hernandez, Jose Avila Mejia, Caitlin Schellenberg, Caitlin Walker, Capono Richter, Lewi Tura, Lily Ovale, Logan Perry, Lucas Fetro, Lucy Scarpino, Lucia Soto, Maddie Shoemaker-Slade, Matthew Castillo, Natalie McCormick, Nevea Castro-Dawson, Toby Costa, Sabriel Boshiero, Sarah Tasej Sanchez, Stella Benedict, Stephanie Sotelo, Wyatt Vasquez, Zarina Danilin, and Zinnia Parks. Congratulations to all those students. Thank you for having a positive impact, and we'll see you online. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong.
Let's check out this week's episode of Well, That's Awesome.
Dogs really are the best, aren't they?
They're playful.
They're fun.
They're loyal.
They're sweet. They're capable of detecting endangered marine life by smelling their poop.
What?
You heard that right. Dogs are out smelling whale poop.
Well, at least Eva is. According to the article, Rescue Dog helps save endangered whales by sniffing out their poop as a conservation canine. While it may not be glamorous, the poo does yield a wealth of information critical to research, including everything from genetics and general health to stress levels. and the presence of toxic chemicals in a whale's diet.
Researchers can also determine if the whale is pregnant and how far along she is in her pregnancy.
With the information gathered from the whale's fences, researchers can put plans in place to protect the whale pods.
Eva the dog is able to sniff out the whale poop so that researchers can keep a safe distance from the whale pod.
Her owner says as soon as we hit the center of the scent cone, she'll start whining and whimpering. As soon as we pass through it, she'll run along the side of the boat, and that's what tells me where to need the boat driver to turn into the wind and drive toward the sample.
Eva was successful on just her second day of being on the job.
Thanks to Eva the dog and her poo-sniffing abilities, marine biologists are able to collect potentially life-saving information about one of the largest ocean creatures. And to that we say,
that's possum.
If you or someone you know is in need of food or gift assistance this holiday season, the Clackamas High School's Key Club is here to help.
Each year, Clackamas High School, or CHS, Key Club sponsors an event called Winter Blitz to support North Clackamas School District families during the holidays.
This year, the Key Club has teamed up with the Milwaukee Lions and the Elks Club.
They'll be working together with community members to help collect donations of food, clothing, household supplies, and more to distribute to those who are in need.
If you or someone you know need help this holiday season, fill out the form located in your grade level Google Classroom Hub.
If you are interested in gifts, please fill out the form by November 9th. If you are interested in only food boxes, please fill out the form by December 2nd.
There are currently over 400 slots available for families in need.
If you have any questions, please email our wonderful Rowe social worker Harry at apelumh@nclac.k12.or.us.
Unfortunately, the book fair won't be at Rowe this year, mainly because we won't be at Rowe, but we can still participate in the book fair virtually.
The Scholastic Book Fair is back from November 1st to November 14th. While our fair will be exclusively online this year, we still plan on making it fun and a magical experience for our kids. One of the online fair features is a virtual fair walkthrough. You can browse the vibrant shelves by interest and grade. Connect with the authors and stories that they love with exclusive book content. Experience the sense of joy a book fair brings as you browse the bookcases. View movie trailers and exclusive reading lists. Shop over 200 different titles. Online purchase is easy and all orders ship home. Book-only orders over $25 ship free. Every purchase benefits our school and helps develop our love for reading. Save these dates and visit our website this year for a cool online book fair. Once again, the link to the book fair will be posted in our Rowe Middle School social media big link and in your Google Classroom grade level hubs. So get some books and help out Rowe. That's doing two awesome things just by visiting the Rowe Middle School Book Fair.
As we said earlier, this month is Native American Heritage Month, and we'll spend this month celebrating it at Rowe Middle School.
Hey Rowe, my name is Miss Friedman. I teach 7th grade at Rowe, in case you don't know me. And I'm also an enrolled member of the Suquamish tribe, which is a tribe up in Washington. It's off of the Puget Sound. And I wanted to share with you one of my very favorite parts of tribal culture today, and that is storytelling. Storytelling has been a really huge part of tribal culture for thousands of years, and it's something that's really hugely important to me in my life as well. You could say it's in my blood, it's in my ancestry. Tribal nations actually used storytelling as a way to educate people. So, kids would go around hearing stories from the elders in the tribe all the time, and those kids would grow up and become elders themselves, and then they would tell the same stories to the next generation of kids, and so the cycle goes. So I have for you a recording of an elder from my own tribe, sorry Mom, who's going to be reading a story for you that is a traditional story from our tribe. It's called The Gossiping Clams. So this is Elizabeth Lindell, my mom, telling that story.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I'm a night custodian at Clear Creek Middle School. And I'm also a Suquamish native, which is a tribe in Washington State near the Puget Sound. And one of my favorite things about my culture is the storytelling. And I'd like to share a story with you now. It's called The Gossiping Clams. A long time ago, clams had feet. They walked everywhere. Wherever you went, there were clams. If you were getting out of bed in the morning, there would be a clam watching you. If you were cooking a meal, there would be a clam watching you. If you were washing your face, there would be a clam watching you. No matter where you were or what you were doing, there would be a clam watching you. When the clams got together at night, they would tell each other what they saw everyone doing. They would talk and talk about everyone, and if the story they told was not exciting enough, they would make things up. They would exaggerate and lie about everyone. The clams would gossip. One day, Raven, that big blackbird, was way out in the woods. He was doing something bad, and he did not want anyone to see him. I don't know what he was doing, but it must have been bad because he was hiding. When he was done doing that bad thing, he turned around, and there was a little clam watching him. "Oh," said Raven, "I didn't know anyone was watching me. Please promise me you won't tell anyone what I was doing. I don't want anyone to know." "I promise, Raven, I won't tell anybody," said the little clam. "I'm serious," exclaimed Raven. "You must not tell anyone." "I promise, Raven, I won't tell anyone," said the clam. But when that little clam got home, what do you think he did? Of course, he told everyone. He told the story of what he saw Raven doing to all the clams. When Raven heard about this, he was very angry. He spread his black wings across the earth and gathered up all the clam people. He took them down to the beach. He would drop one clam onto the sand and with his foot push it beneath the sand. He did this to one and then another. He did this to all the clams until all of them were buried under the sand. Then he said to them, "Now, if you want to talk about people, go ahead. But now when you gossip, water and sand will rush into your mouth." So now the clam people are under the sand. That is their punishment for gossiping, for talking about people behind their back. But do you think that has stopped the clam people? Of course not. Whenever you cross a muddy stretch of beach, you will see little spurts of water coming from under the sand. That is the clam people. They're still talking, and they're talking about you.
Let's check out a Halloween recap episode of Shamrock Chefs.
Hello. So I challenged my friend Anza to a Halloween cooking competition. where we both had 5 minutes to look on Pinterest for a cute Halloween snack, and whoever could do it better won. This is Anza's recipe.
Sugar, shortening, cream oil, eggs. No cocoa, use a spoon. Cocoa in a separate bowl. Water. Flour. Sift. Soda. Sift. Vanilla. Espresso powder.
First, melt your butter. Now add your marshmallows. Next, mix your marshmallow and butter together until they are completely melted, and add in your vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. Next, measure out your Rice Krispies and add them to your marshmallow mixture. Now combine your marshmallow and Rice Krispies until there are no lumps, and spray down your 9x13 baking pan. Now you can empty your marshmallow and Rice Krispie mixture into your pan. Now flatten it down. Always remember to wash out your pot afterwards so that the marshmallow doesn't harden. After cooling, you can now cut them. Now shape them and put in the stick. Melt your chocolate. Now add food coloring. I used green. You can now coat the Rice Krispie in chocolate and cover in candy eyeballs and sprinkles.
My hair looks dumb, which means it's the perfect time to review some Halloween treats. First off is the Rice Krispie treats. They were nice. They had eyeballs on them. I don't know, 10 out of 10. It was a Rice Krispie treat. You know what those taste like. We got the cupcakes. Cake was fine. Frosting was slime, not good slime, but it could give like Collins Key a run for their money. It did taste like coffee, which was weird because that was not what I was expecting. It was a very confusing cupcake. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If you want just a nice spooky treat, do the Rice Krispie treats. And if you want some cupcake frosting to send you through the 7 stages of grief, I think you should use this recipe. There were no eyeballs on mine. I don't know how that affects it. I wish there were eyeballs. I think it would have improved it. Final rating for both of them is 10 out of 10.
Thanks for joining us, Round Middle School.
See you next time on Shamrock News.
Same Shamrock time.
Same Shamrock place.
Peace out.
Peace.
Sunshine in my eyes and